Muy buenas tardes. Good evening, everyone. So we would like to say thank you to Paradigma for having us here, for giving us the opportunity to present this project, and also to the UNIR, which is in English would be the International University of La Rioja. Now everyone's like, La Rioja, it's wine? No, I'm not going to thank them because of the wine they serve us. It's because this university has a great master's program about big data, and this project was developed in the scope of this master's thesis or master's program. So thanks a lot again to this university. Let me just introduce ourselves. This is my colleague Sandra Cobos.
Hi.
I'm Lisa Lange. And we are from the company Provide Business Solutions, as already said, which is a little startup from Madrid. But we are collaborating with international partners all over Europe. Our talk is about the importance of the visualization of information, especially when the target group you want to reach is a non-technical audience, okay? So for this project, it was decided to combine the concept of visualization with the ideas of democratic transparency. So, nice views from outer space here, right? I was looking forward to see this on such a big screen, actually. I'm not meaning the photo, I'm referring to the spinning Earth thing. So, okay, let's get started then. I hope you enjoy the talk. So, commonly, big data is applied to IT or business environments, okay? So most of these projects are actually quite complicated to explain and understand. You use like very strange terms such as programming languages, data warehousing, cloud computing, machine learning was a big term here this time at the Big Data Conference. So a common citizen has no way to keep up with this and understand this actually. So many of them feel that these terms are kind of abstract to them and only approachable for a small amount of the population, like some maybe technically interested people, also known as nerds like us, or intellectuals or some rich guys. So there are many people that actually reject new technologies, right? And because they feel kind of threatened, because they think that big companies or even the governments are using that to get some more money out of them or some more information about their daily lives or their daily habits. And instead of using this for the benefits of the people, using it for their own advantages. You heard maybe some of you heard the talk of Chema Alonso before. He was just referring to this. So the attempt of this project actually was to bring big data, which is right now up there in the big IT galaxy, down to Earth and back to the common people. That's why the spinning Earth thing coming closer. So, to summarize the motivation of this project, the big goal was to develop a social project using open public data and also the whole philosophy which is behind open data to illustrate the benefits big data can have to a non-technical audience, and therefore returning the benefits and utility of big data to the society, who actually like the data owner, right? Because open data most of the times are produced by the population. So you have to reduce or return the benefits of analyzing this data to the society. So the scope was to develop a tool which would serve everyone out there, regardless of their social standing, their education, or their professional expertise to analyze complex ideas and complex data. And to give you a little more insight on how this was done, I would like to pass the word to Sandra, because it's her project, was her idea, and she's the technical head behind that, okay? So Sandra, stage is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. You speak very well, me not so much, but I think that you can understand me. Okay, how did start this project? I was making my master and I had a question regarding the budget. So I have to define the total estimated income for this year. And behind me you can see a real demo that I was looking for, that I did it looking for this data, okay? How you can see there are a lot of folders, another folders, and another folders. Do you know the?
Yeah, actually,
How
I
many?
think there's a whole, if you click through all the folders, there's a total number of 15,000 folders, and these folders contain 100,000 PDF files. Let that sink in a little bit. Yeah, common citizens are capable of analyzing that.
I found this PDF, and I thought that this is the goal, my response, but no, just this PDF, just only one part. If you want to know the total estimated, you have to plus
Well, to look through many different PDF files, right?
yeah,
Because
you
it's
have to
not a
check a
summary.
lot of PDF. So I couldn't reply my answer. After that, I had to compare the income for this year than the last year. So if I couldn't reply my answer in the first time, I couldn't reply my answer in the second time. So I thought that the transparency portal, we needed in Spain, we needed a transparency portal. So I checked another countries, another website, official website, and I couldn't find anything regarding this issue. Just only one country. So many. Do you know which one?
The only country in Europe which has like some kind of transparency portal.
No.
Any idea? Any guess?
Germany. That's all. So I decided to develop a tool regarding these topics. So my objectives were analyze the repository of available files and normalize the data, because there are a lot of kind of files. And after that, create an interactive dashboard. Why a dashboard? Because the people are lazy. The people aren't made to read. If you want to explain something, it's better to do with graphs. Another goal was to empower the citizens to make up our conclusion and decisions. And the last goal, and the most important for me, is develop a tool 100% objective, because we are very influenced to media opinion, like TV and radio, but not our opinions. So about the technology, we are a big data congress, and the first tool or technology that I used was open data. Thomas Park told us yesterday that data is money. Not in this case, because this is in the university environment, but in another company, in another environments, you can do it. You can do money. And other technologies, you can see MongoDB, for example. MongoDB, RoboMongo is nice too, and Google technology, Tableau for the visualization, and the most important part was the Arte Funcional. Okay, this is a real interesting book about graphs. The writer was Alberto Cairo, and you can find the principal keys if you want to develop a good graph, depending on the end user. Related the life cycle, you can see this simple. It's waterfall, because this is a case of study. And I want to remark the satisfaction survey, because we need the feedback, okay? This is the most important for this case of study. The results. Okay, this is the dashboard. Simple, right? Because the end user is common people, like Poop said. I want to describe this part more slow. Okay. The number one is the different point of view. You can select different point of view. After that, you have a short description, because it's very important, 1 line or 2 lines describing that you are watching. After that, you can, in several point of views, you can select another selectors. And the most important part is the graphs or tables, okay? The first one is a comparative evolution of the expenses, the blue column, versus the income, the orange column. Okay. Sorry. Lisa, can you help me with this graph? Okay. First. Sorry. You can respond the first question, the total income for this year. Any can do it.
But maybe all of you never had seen this many zeros before, because
and you can compare it. Don't forget this part, that you can compare. And sometimes the expenses are higher than the incomes. If you have a company, if you have this problem, do you have a real problem? Okay, the next one is an overview about budget of each ministry. Okay, you can select the type of budget, income or expenses, and the ministry. In this case, is the housing ministry, and if you can see 2011 after this year, 2009, you can see the cuts that we had in Spain. Okay, and my favorite graph. Okay, this is the evolution of expenditure in Spain during the last 16 years. The colors represent the different political parties that approved their budget and their presidents. Okay, approved. This word is very important. Okay, the first part is PP. In 2004, PP approved the budget, but PSOE governed. After that, PSOE. In December 2011, the government changed. So the budget was approved in December, but the party was PP. Okay? And the last four years, PP was government. Okay? Make your decisions. It's not my business now. Elisa, you can continue.
We're not convoking any more elections for this year in Spain.
Okay.
So to evaluate this tool, which is just some examples of the tool, because you have a lot more choices you can, or graphs you can look at and filter for some more detailed information. So to evaluate the whole dashboard and its utility, a randomly chosen population of test users was asked to participate in a satisfaction survey. The survey was already mentioned by Sandra. So the first part of the survey consisted in answering some basic questions, very simple questions about the state budget. So here's a bunch of examples for these questions. For example, the dashboard allows to understand the state budget. It allows to see trends, or it allows to compare income and expenses by ministry, and so on. And test users were actually asked to first use only the tool, or only the website, of the government, and afterwards use the dashboard. So you can actually see a clear win for the government's website.
This is real, eh? This result, it's real.
Well, what it shows, when the users were actually using the dashboard, almost everyone could answer the questions. And also, even if they were asked to point out, for example, what were the exact expenses of 2016, a high number of users could answer the question. Whereas when using the ministry's website, very few persons were actually capable of answering simple questions. And we see there, even for some questions, 0%, and for some, 5%, but I have to say that among these test users, there were also some specialists that are working in accounting or in a financial sector. So even for these people, it takes a long time, it takes a lot of effort, it's not easy to understand this data. And the second part of the survey was about the benefits or the quality of the tool itself. So you can see that this is a case of success we're talking about, because the test users, actually the average score they gave to the tool was a 4.9 out of 5. 5 being good, 5 is the best, 0 is the worst. So yeah, so to conclude this, you can actually say that this project serves to prove that the benefits big data can have even to a non-technical environment, okay? It also shows that open data, if displayed in a very clear, simple way and transparent way to understand, can actually empower the citizen to understand complex data and yeah, analyze understand complex data, allowing them to make up their own opinion. And it cannot be ignored that the visualization of this data is a very strong or very effective and supportive tool to help them in this process of understanding. Okay, so in the end, you can actually say this is also some kind of public education, because this seems to be becoming, public education seems to be becoming more and more important nowadays. And I look at the latest global developments, Brexit, Trump's election, so make up your own mind.
In summary, the power is with you. You are all people, I think so. The people is technical, so please use the force wisely. Sorry, because I can't say this word. Wisely, please. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any answer? Any question? Sorry.
Any questions?
Okay.
Any questions? Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
When you try to find information about the government website, you speak about to surf from the different documents, okay? And did you use a kind of web crawler technology or semantic technology to try to automatize this process?
Yes. The technology used was developed by me and other guy to
Web crawling. Yeah.
web crawling the data. Okay, that's all. Okay. In Java, if you want to to know the technology.